if in your questions at any point in time you read at most or at least something, you're going to get cases. Because if you need at most, like let's say 3 seniors, then you could have 3 seniors or 2 seniors or 1 senior or no seniors. Okay? So if I said we're going to this certain store, not a dollar store, we're going to this certain store, and you need at most $3 to buy something there, what would you need? $3 or at most? $3 or less, right? So you'd need 3 or 2 or 1, or remembering you could go in there for no dollars. That would be crazy. You could just buy whatever you want with nothing. It's impossible. Now, what if I said you go to the same store, you need at least $3 to buy anything in that store? You'd need 3 or more. So at most means that amount or less. At least means that amount or more. So we're going to write that above. At most means amount or less. At least means that amount or more. So example 1. The student council decides to form a subcommittee of 5 council members. So we need 5 council members. No matter what we do, we're going to have 5, correct? Just like yesterday when we had the 7 council members and I had 3 girls, then you said, oh, I need to have at least 4 boys then because we need to have 7, right? So I'm going to write that up here. I'm going to go 5 council members just to help myself out, because no matter what case comes up after this, I'm going to need 5 people in it, correct? Doesn't matter what they give me, I'm going to need 5 because I have to have a 5 council member group. Okay? So I always go search for that first for combinations because I know that I'm going to need to have 5 and I'm going to have to figure out a way to get it if they only give me parts of it. Okay. So the student council decided to form a subcommittee of 5 council members to look at how funds raised should be spent on the students of the school. There are 11 student council members, so 11 total. Of them, 5 are sophomores, 6 are seniors. So that's what we have to choose from. We have 11 total if they don't specify if we need certain seniors or sophomores, right? They say nothing about how many sophomores or seniors or like anything like that, then I would use the 11. If they specify I need this many sophomores or this many seniors, then I have to actually choose for sophomores from sophomores, seniors from seniors, right? So here it says, how many different 5-member subcommittees can be chosen if, and now I'm going to give you some restrictions. If there are no restrictions, what would I do? 5-member subcommittees. Does it say anything about sophomores or seniors or anything? No. All it just says is a 5-person subcommittee. Does the committee have jobs? No. So it's a combination of C. If it had jobs, it's a P. This question can be asked as a P as well if I gave the 5 people different jobs, right? So I know it's going to be C5 because I'm choosing 5. And it's combination from how many? 11 because there's no restrictions. What's 11C5? Thank you. Now the next one says exactly 3 seniors. What do we have to remember? What do we have to remember when it says exactly 3 seniors? We're choosing 3 seniors from seniors, yep. And how many need to be on our committee though? 5. So we need to have 2 sophomores. So even though it doesn't say that, we need to know that exactly 3 seniors is good, but I also need and 2 sophomores. Right? You have to watch for that. If it says I need a 5-person subcommittee, I need to have 5 people. So even if they only list 3, you need to find 2 others somehow. Okay? Once you have this, it's really easy. Seniors from seniors, sophomores from sophomores, and it's a C because no jobs, right? There's no jobs here. How do I guarantee getting 3 seniors? Choosing them from the 6 seniors. So 6C3 times the 2 sophomores. How am I choosing them from? 5C2. 2. And what do we get as an answer? 200. Now those would be examples like yesterday. Exactly this, exactly this, exactly this. I had to always have exactly a certain amount, correct? Today is our last lesson in combinations, and it's at least or at most, so we're going to get cases. We're not going to get exactly 3, we need at most 3, or at least 3, something like that. Okay, let's look at the third question. Here it says, at least 3 sophomores. At least 3. If I need at least 3, think about it in money, and then you won't screw it up. If I need at least $3 instead of sophomores, let's say. If I need at least $3, I need $3 or more, correct? So it's not dollars, it's sophomores. So I need 3 sophomores. And leave a bit of a space. I'll show you, I'll explain to you why. 3 sophomores, or how many? 4 sophomores, right? Or 5 sophomores. Can I have 6 sophomores? Why not? First off, there's only 5 sophomores, but even if I had 6 sophomores, I'd stop at 5. Why? Because how many are in the subcommittee? 5. Okay, now this is where I need you to pay close attention. Most people can get to this point and then do it wrong. Remember, cases have ors in them, correct? Every case needs to have how many people in the subcommittee? 5. My first case is how many people in this subcommittee? 3. So what do I need to supplement it with? And 2 what? Seniors. Now it has 5. I'm happy. Good, 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 good. Or, plus sign, 4 sophomores and what? And 1 senior. Do I need to supplement my last case? No, it has 5 people. No supplementing needed, right? Once you have this laid out, it's really easy to do. See, seniors and seniors, sophomores and sophomores, ors or pluses, ands or multiplications, right? So this is the hardest part. If you can get this part, you can usually get the answer. So sophomores, there's 5. 5. Do I have any jobs yet? No, I never had any jobs in the question. These are all going to be C's. So 5, C, 3, and is multiplication. Seniors, 6, C, 2. And then if I put them in, you don't have to put them in brackets, I do. You don't have to because bedmaster rules, it's going to do those first, then the addition, like, right? It's going to do all the multiplications first anyways, but I'm going to put it in brackets. Then we start again, new sophomore case. This new case, we get all the people back. So I have 5 sophomores and I choose 4, and 6 seniors and I choose 1, or 5 sophomores, oh my gosh, sophomores, and I choose 5 of them. So everyone type it into your calculator. You can type it in without brackets and see if yours works. It should, because the bedmaster rules, plus you. What did you get for an answer? Pardon? 181. Thank you. Okay, flip over. Same deal, but instead of sophomores and seniors, we now have cards, right? Remember I told you if I give you cards questions, I'll make sure you have an array, like that array that I gave you with the breakdown, so that you're not at a deficit if you haven't played cards. So, here we have to consider a standard, oh my gosh, a standard deck of 52 cards. How many different 5-card hands? If it's just a 5-card hand, I'm not playing a specific game that needs order, right? So cards would be a what? A combination, right, Riley? Yeah, totally. Riley, what are we going to do for A where it says no conditions? Yes, you should type that into your calculator. Good job. Let's go. 52C5, which is some large number. Can you say a little louder? Sorry, okay. 298,960. Thank you. The next one says at least 4 red. So let's think of it as money. At least $4. I need what? 4 or more, correct? So we're going to go 4 red or 5 red. Would I keep going? Because there's like 26 red. 6 red 7 red, 8 red. No, why am I stopping at 5? Yeah.
Because it's asking for how many 5 to have.
Yeah, 5 card hands. So I have to max out at 5 cards, correct? What's my problem currently with the first case? There's not 5 cards. There's only 4. So I have 4 red, and then I need what? And 1 black. So, how many red do I have to choose from? 26, and I choose 4. And means I multiply. Always between cases I have multiplications. And then, sorry, between the questions I have multiplications, and in between cases I always have additions because it's ORs, right? And then blacks, 26 cards, choose 1. And then I go back to a new case of 5 red. 26, choose 5. Because remember, I get all my cards back when it's a new case. And then what do we get for an answer? Does anyone have it?
66,107.
Should be a large number. It should be. Because these are 26s, right? Whereas the last example we didn't have as large a number. Did everyone get this? Did anyone get that? No? Yes? You're all staring at me. I have no idea. Did anyone get this? We have 2 answers difference. I need a third opinion.
Yeah, I got 61 plus 26. I got 454,480.
Okay.
Oh, I only did 64. That's an issue.
64.
I only did for the first one.
64? Oh, 64. You just omitted the 2.
I skipped the 2.
I feel ya. I feel ya. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it again. Making it a little wrong, that's okay.
454, 480.
480. Yeah, you have to watch. I always go back and like re-look at my type-ins because sometimes you just type it in wrong. Okay, at most 2 kings. Go. Try it out. Remember, at most means 2 or less. And what can I go to when it's less? Lower. 0. I can have no kings. It's 2 or less. It doesn't say I actually have to have a king, does it? So when it's less, you can go all the way to having nothing of that. So try to. So if we have at most 2 kings, we have 2 kings or less. So we could have 2 kings with a space, or 1 king, or 0 kings. And then we have to supplement it with the opposite. So 2 kings and technically 3 other, or 3 not kings, correct? 1 king and 4 other. 0 kings and 5 other. Do I actually have to show the 0 part? No, you could. You can type it in, it's going to get you 1. So you'll multiply by a 1. Or you can not type it in because it gets you a 1. But we'll get there in a second. So 2 kings. How many kings are there? 4 kings, and I choose 2. And means multiplication. How many others? 48. So we do 52 minus the ones over here, right? 52 minus 4. So we get 48. Choose 3. Or means plus sign. Then we do the same. 4 kings, choose 1. And 48. Choose 4, or 4 choose nothing. You don't have to show this. And you do have to show this. 48 choose 5. Did anyone type that one in? Where'd you get mine?
2,594,400.
Did anyone else type it in? Or do you guys use wrong numbers? Wrong numbers. But does it make sense now? Okay. Try this one out. Consider a standard deck of 52 cards. How many 5-card hands can be formed containing at least 1 club? At least one club means one club or more. Okay. So we're going to consider this one, and it has lots of cases, and I'm going to show you another way that you could do it with less cases, but some people hate that method, so I'm going to show you both. So this one can be formed with at least one club. So we have one club or two clubs or three clubs or four clubs or five clubs. And then we need to supplement with not clubs. So one club and four others. Two clubs and three others. Three clubs and two others. Four clubs and one other. Or five clubs. So it's a lot of cases, right? Bless you. So we'd have clubs, which are 13. Choose one times, and then we do 52 minus 13, which is 39. Choose 4. Or 13, choose 2 times 39, choose 3. Or 13, choose 3 times 39, choose 2. Or 13, choose 4 times 39, choose 1. Or 13, choose 5. It's extensive. What do you get?
202, 3203.
202, 3203.
Yes.
Okay. When you start getting an excessive amount of cases, you can think, hey, I could do the opposite. So I could actually do, instead of doing all the cases, this is the direct way of doing it. It says one or more, I do one or more, correct? The other way you could do it is actually take total no restrictions minus the opposite. Minus the cases that wouldn't fit in here. So total no restrictions would be 52C5, correct? That's all the different 5-card hands I could get. And then I subtract off actually the cases that don't fit in this. And then what's left over is the answers to this. So what cases don't fit in this? One club is in here, two clubs in here, 3, 4, 5. What's the only thing that's not in here?
0 clubs.
0 clubs. So 0 clubs and 5 others. So we could do 52C5. Ooh, what the heck am I doing? 52C5 minus, do I have to even do the 0 club one? No, but I'm going to prove it. 13C0 times 39C5. Type that one in. You don't need the brackets. I excessively put them there. Calculator will do order of operation. So go 52C5 minus technically 39C5. You wouldn't even need the 13C0. We get the same answer? Yeah. Because all you did was, this is the number of hands that actually exist for it, correct? This one I did, okay, if I take all the hands total and I subtract off the only cases that don't fit, what's left over is actually the cases that do. So once you hit 3 or 4 cases, think, I could do it the other way. Now, do you have to do it this way? Nope. If you're only like the direct thinker and you have to do it the way it says, go for it. Use some more cases. But you'll still get the right answer, right? We're going to go to example 4, and then I'm going to get you to work on some work. Example 4, this is a little bit different. So what I've given you so far is I've given you how many subcommittees, how many hands, how many you can choose from, you get an answer, correct? This time I'm actually giving you the answer. So let's look. During a Pee Wee hockey tryout, all the players met on the ice after the last practice and shook hands with each other. There were 300 handshakes. That's the total, right? Total. Total is the answer. So it equals 300. Determine the number of players on the ice. So I want to know the N, correct? So I had to have given you the R somehow. R is how many are chosen at once, right? So like we had to have a 5-person subcommittee. We had to have 5-card hands. Here we're having handshakes. How many people are shaking hands at once? 2. 3 is real awkward. 4, stop it. Like, that's, what are you doing? During COVID, no one, actually. None are shaking hands. But on a real handshake, two are shaking hands, correct? So it's going to be C2. Because you have 2 hands at a time, handshake. Another 2 hands, handshake. New 2 hands, handshake. New 2 hands, handshake. Results in 300 handshakes. Correct? How can we figure out this number? It has to be what? Greater than or equal to what?
300.
No.
600.
Way off. NC2. What does your N have to be to your R?
It's bigger, too.
Greater than or equal to? Greater than or less than does not. That is, I don't know. Greater than or equal to your R, correct? Your N has to be greater than or equal to your R. So you guys could just plug in numbers too as well, right? You could go 2C2, 3C2, 2C2 is 1, so don't plug that one in. 3C2, 4C2, 5C2, 6C2, until you get the 300, right? We're going to do it that way today. So go. Try it out. Ba ba ba, da da da, da da da, da da. Take it 300. Yeah. Yeah. How much? 25? So N would equal 25. So if we wrote this out, we'd say, determine the number of players on the ice. There. Any of these should be written sentences, right? On a test or on a diploma. There are 25 players on the ice. She blocked me out, I swear. She blocked me out. What? It's a tent that needs to get thrown away. Like one of those little kid tents when my kids were here, they, like just, it's like one of those little square tents that pops up. But it needs to go in the garbage because you can tell from it being opened and closed so much, it's like ripped. But I can't really just throw it in that garbage because it looks pretty bad. So I have to walk it down to the thing.
That's been there for so long.
Yeah.
I was there last year, too.
I need to toss it. I have not. I'm going to send someone on an excursion. Might be Amelia. Okay. So, you're going to do number 1. Number 2. Flip over. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And we're going to do number 6 together on Monday. So you're doing numbers 1 to 5. And you have till 10:25, so get working.